Hello, I am the Subhuman Slayer, and today we're going to be talking about the three different types of relationships in Generation Z, which is my generation. So if you haven't already, which you definitely haven't, please sub to my channel to see more videos like this. I already have 2 subscribers, so big thank you to those two. And let's get to it. More thing. So before I've done mostly reaction type content, but I noticed those videos were a little bit long. So I'm going to try making shorter PowerPoints of this nature. Let me know if you like this idea. All right, so here is the first kind of relationship, and it's also pretty obvious. It's when there's a mutual physical attraction, and that's the foundation for the relationship. And when I say mutual, mutual is the best kind. But what really matters most for this relationship to happen is for the female to be attracted to the man. And this goes against what a lot of people think. If you talk to people from older generations, they believe that, oh, female beauty is the most important. No, it's not the most important. It's actually the male beauty because if you consider the female to be the chooser, the determiner of the relationship, whether the relationship occurs or not, what matters is that she is satisfied with the man's looks, right? So now women have the ability to get into a relationship whenever they want or not get into a relationship if they don't want. Well, what's going to motivate her when she has all of a young woman with the whole world at her disposal? She doesn't have to worry about social pressures to settle down and start a family. She's got a career to look forward to. She's got a busy social life. What's going to motivate her to go into a committed relationship? Well, the most important thing, really, if you want a happy relationship with that woman, is she's got to be very physically attracted to you. And I say the that man has to be attracted to the woman. That's beneficial. For the best kind of relationship, you probably want the man to be attracted to the woman. But even if you see, this is why you see middling women in terms of looks wise with very attractive guys, because guys, I find they're so needy for a relationship these days. Many guys are just starving for some kind of affection or really validation that they're worthy, that they're willing to, even if they are a very attractive guy, they're willing to drop their standards to the floor and they'll still be happy. I've seen gym bros with who are built with straight up fat women, obese women. And talk to any, if you're not a Generation Z guy watching this, if you are, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, talk to any Generation Z guys, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So here are some signs of this relationship that you're going to see. Excuse me. First one is that whenever I see physically attractive, and I've been to many major urban centers in the United States, um, the happiest couples in public that I see, where there is lots of PDA, there's lots of clear displays of affection between the two. They're very physically close. The girl is this bubbly, she's glowing, she's laughing, smiling. It's always when the guy is very attractive. And I'm not saying I don't see couples, guys who are not that attractive, not that tall in relationships. Um, a lot of inkwells, such as myself, a lot of black-pilled guys. I am very black-pilled. I am an incel. Um, they like to say chat or nothing. But if you and that's true depending on what you mean by that. But if you just mean only chats can get into relationships, that's not actually true, and you can just visibly see that. But the good relationships, the relationships that anybody would actually want, where the girl is likes you and treats you good, um, I see those both in people I know in my social circles and just from repeated observation every time I leave my basement. I see that these are attractive couples, specifically when the man is very tall, very attractive. Other thing is that the girl will flaunt the relationship more. So women, all Gen Zers really, but specifically Gen Z girls are obsessed with social media, right? They're addicted to Instagram, Snapchat less so, addicted to TikTok. They're just addicted, and guys are too, but women take it a step further, I think. And you'll notice when a girl has a boyfriend and she really thinks that he is the prize, that she's really got something good with him. she's gonna flaunt her Chad boyfriend as much as possible on Instagram and social media. And so you might be thinking, so here's a picture of what that looks like. Just always taking 5,000 photos. Imagine 5,000 photos on your profile that look like this, right? Um, and you think, well, don't girls always post their relationship on social media? There's definitely a difference, right? If a girl's in a relationship for the reason we're going to talk about later, she may not be happy to show that off as much as you do. Whether because the thing is that girls also, same way guys want affection from women, girls want affection from other women, or validation, I should say, from other women. If they're dating a guy that's like 5'8", they don't want to be laughed at, or they don't want their friend's boyfriend mogging their boyfriend, right? They always want to show, oh, I've got the best. I've got the best thing right there. And so it's a huge black pill actually, where maybe a girl does like you for who you are, but it's not going to work out between you and her because you need to be a mogger in order for her to be able to be comfortable in that relationship and comfortable publicly being in that relationship. So let's move on. Yeah, this one's called the beta leech. So I'm pretty sure I invented this phrase. So we all know what the beta bucks is. Even if you don't know, you can probably figure out what is the beta bucks providing. Take a wild guess. He's providing bucks to the girl, right? So you can call it sugar dating. You can call it, whatever you want to call it. Trophy wife. Dating up. But that's what a beta bucks is. So as we all know, beta bucks alpha fucks, right? So beta bucks, you want to be the alpha, not the beta. You don't want to be the one who's bucksing for her. You want to be the guy who's fucking her. The problem is might be surprising. Beta bucks, I just don't see it for Gen Z yet. Especially for girls from like a more middle class social background, a more respectable social background. Of course, there is sugar dating, right? There is seeking arrangements. There are these, money diggers or gold diggers, right? That are out there. But seeking arrangements is it's a niche thing, guys. It's not Tinder, it's not Hinge, it's not Bumble. It's still pretty niche. Because the thing is, Gen Z girls, they're going to like from a middle class background, I mean, they're going to university. They get money from their parents in their 20s. 20s are a time for fun. They get their little, office jobs or whatever after they graduate. They don't need you to provide. They get money from mom and dad. They get money from their, office job or whatever. They're traveling, they're having a good time. They don't need like the settling down in their mind is gonna come later. When is it gonna come? I don't know, but it's I'll get a serious relationship later. They're right now they're busy having fun. So like your 150K salary, yeah, I'm sorry. If you're Generation Z, if you're like 23 years old and you're making 150K, as a man, I'm impressed by that. It doesn't, especially if you're in a high cost of living city, it doesn't mean anything to your average girl on Instagram, on Tinder, on Hinge. But what does exist, this is very real, is beta leeching. And so if you just look at the studies, uh, if they ask like Generation Alpha, Generation Z, what's their ideal career path? It's like 60% are saying some kind of influencer, TikTok celebrity, a YouTuber, Instagram, whatever. They all want to, and that's especially the case for girls. For girls, for guys, it's maybe like 50, 60%. For girls, it's 60% or over. That's their ideal career path. And you see, like I see a lot of the girls I knew in university, so I would look them up later on Instagram, and they're all trying to clout chase, They're all making these the videos. But here's the problem. Um, a Walt, right? All women are like that. All women are basically they're very similar in their personalities, right? And the things they like. They're all making a day in the life vlog videos. They're all making the same fashion and makeup tutorial videos. They're all, well, not all, but a lot of them, a considerable amount of them are trying to be Insta thoughts and opening, an OF link or whatever and posting pictures of their ass to their 500K followers, right? This is pretty common among regular girls these days. So the problem is the space is so saturated, right, that it's increasingly becoming hard. It used to be maybe 3 years ago, you post one picture of your ass and you get 500K followers. It's just a little. And guys are still thirsty, but it's a little bit harder now to really blow up the way they want. So if you are a guy with a platform, that means you're, in terms of short term, you might actually mog her local chat, her local university frat chat, or the chat in her high school class or whatever like that. Uh, so what guys can do is they can get relationship with girls even above their level, which is something even Chad has a hard time doing. It's impossible for normies by just effectively loaning out their platform, featuring the girls on their platform, making TikTok dance videos, stuff like that. But here's the catch: once the audience is tapped out, once the girl thinks she's squeezed everything she can from you, that relationship is over. She's gonna dip. And so here I have a picture of a leech and of a picture of Neon. And from a perspective of your average girl, and I hate to say it, there's not much difference between these two pictures, right? They're the same. They have as much desire for the one on the right as the one on the left. I'm a subhuman myself. I'm not enjoying. I mean, I kind of mog this guy, not gonna lie, but that's the fact. But he does have a platform, and so he's gonna be able to date these Insta thoughts, but not for long. And this guy is getting played left, right, and center, and he's such a simp. He's not learning. Anyways, moving on. All right, this third one, and this is the most relevant to you. The beta leeching, if you're not a guy with at least 50 to 100K on one platform or the other, may not be relevant to you. What is relevant to you is Jestermaxxing. And if you're not a chat, you're a normie and you're in a relationship, most likely you had to do some kind of Jestermaxxing. So so if you don't know what Jestermaxxing is, it's when you don't have what it takes in the looks and height department to just get infinity swipes on a dating app. So in order to squeeze your way into a relationship, you gotta, be outgoing, you gotta be funny, make lots of jokes. I used to be this kind of guy. I was the biggest Jester Maxter around. You gotta, show that you care or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this can't if you're at least a normie in looks, this guy's pushing it with the receding hairline. Girl mogs him to death, my opinion. But yeah, like a Normian looks, uh, then you can get away. You can actually get a relationship. But here's how that's happening, and this is very important. Most important part of the video for you normie guys out there, you sub 5 guys out there. The reason it's happening is because the girl wants the relationship. She does not want you specifically, right? So imagine being your average Gen Z girl. You open up Instagram. Oh, look, all your friend went to Disneyland with her boyfriend, right? Your friend went out and got some boba with her boyfriend. She went out with her boyfriend and did this. All your friends are in relationships. They're talking constantly about their relationships, their boyfriends, whatever. And you're alone. You're gonna get lonely after a while if you see all this relationship content. And a guy who's lonely, yeah, you don't have any options. A girl who's lonely, even if she's sub-marginal in looks, she does have options actually. So she can pluck from her circle of orbiters and elevate one of the guys to a relationship, the guy who's constantly gesturing for her. Here's the problem, and why I'm sort of saying it in this mocking way, is you are irrelevant. She just wants the relationship. And so just visibly when I see the normie guys or when I look at my friendships, my friend groups, my social circles, and I see these normie guys in relationship, what am I looking at? The guys are constantly having to display their affection, showing their care. They care. The girl, she's less forthcoming. And what she's usually doing is she's responding to the affection. She's not responding to the guy. You buy her flowers. Oh my God, you bought me a gift. Again, you're irrelevant to that. She likes the gift. You buy her dinner. Oh my God, you bought me dinner at this nice place. It's so nice of you. Uh, she likes the free dinner. She's not really responding to you specifically. I should have put a picture of Akash Singh in here instead of this gesture. Other things that I see constantly are shit testing. So red shit testing is when a girl is annoying. She gives you crap over some dumb retarded thing. A red pillar will tell you, shit testing, you gotta hold frame, you gotta not let it get to you, you gotta hold frame, you gotta show that you're the alpha in the relationship, you are the prize. Here's the truth about shit testing. If she is shit testing you, that means you are a shit. The only reason she's shit testing you is because she knows she can get away with it. So yeah, you can try holding frame and being like a masculine man or whatever like that. If she doesn't like that, she's just gonna leave you for the next orbiter because she doesn't really care about you at all, actually. So this is very important. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. If she is shit testing you, you are a shit. And I'm not talking about a girl being annoying just because women are annoying. Um, Everyone chads have to deal with that too. But if she's giving you crap for no reason, oh, you didn't do this. I wanted you to book this in time, but she didn't book this. If she's giving you crap over things for no reason that you don't have control over, it's because she knows she can. She just wants to bitch, and she knows that you are a good beta to get away with it. And the reason that guys do let them get away with it is because they know deep down they have no choice, right? If they stood up for themselves, she'd leave them, and they don't want that. And the second most important thing here is that if a relationship is born out of convenience, it will also end out of convenience. So if you look back at the statistics for the baby boomer generation, Generation X, you'll find that a lot of people actually married their high school sweethearts, their prom dates, or if they didn't do that, they married their college sweetheart, right? It's happening less and less these days. Um, and the reason is like you see a lot of younger guys, especially, they're just doing this Jestermaxxing. There's not enough physical attraction there to get the first kind of the relationship. So they gesture max, and so they get a relationship because it's convenient, right? She wants to go to the prom. You ask her out to the prom. She's going with you. She wants a boyfriend. You ask her out. She's going with you. And then when it's no longer convenient, we graduated from high school. We're going to different universities. Bye-bye. We graduated from colleges. We've got jobs on opposite sides of the country. Bye-bye, right? When it's no longer convenient, if the relationship is only there for convenience, it will end out of convenience because she wants a relationship, she does not want you, and she can get another relationship. So that's the hard truth about gesture maxing, and why it's not ideal for a relationship. So I think I went a little bit over 10 minutes there, but I hope you guys enjoyed this new kind of content. If you did, let me know. If there's something I can change, also let you know. All my fellow subhumans out there, it's been the Subhuman Slayer signing off. All right, see you later.